I'm proud to introduce to the program the AHS Volunteer Coordinator, Susan McCulley. Thank you so much for being here today on Primetime and Local News to talk with me.
Thanks for having me.
Province-wide in Alberta, AHS facilities are looking for volunteers, including here in the Lloydminster area. Why is there such a need for volunteers right now?
Yes, so I am the volunteer coordinator with Alberta Health Services, and I support volunteers in Provost, Wainwright, Vermilion, Eiley, Kitscotty, and Lloydminster in Alberta Health Services facilities. And like you said, across the province, we're actively recruiting volunteers for many programs. Volunteers are an integral part of the healthcare team. They support and enhance the work of healthcare professionals. We are currently looking for volunteers to help with one-to-one visitation, pet visits, in our auxiliary groups, mealtime assistance, religious community visitors, spiritual care, and much more.
How did the COVID-19 pandemic impact the amount of volunteers in the facilities?
Yes, so AHS has experienced a shortage of volunteers, and each zone has been greatly impacted by the pandemic, and we are actively recruiting volunteers, and anyone that is interested in volunteering can contact me and I can help them find a role that would be best suited for them.
In the Lloydminster area specifically, what kinds of volunteers are being looked for?
Okay, so in Lloydminster, I support the Dr. Cook Extended Care Facility and the Lloydminster Continuing Care. So both facilities are looking for volunteers to come in to help with patient visitation, to come in and help with recreation programs, to provide spiritual care. So working with the clergy and the churches in the community to have them come in and provide worship services. We're looking for religious community visitors, auxiliary members, mealtime assistants. We also have some programs that require volunteers. So for example, there's a program that is relatively new to AHS called Opening Minds Through Art. And this program, we pair a resident at the facility with a volunteer, and together they create art. So I would love to have some volunteers so we could have that program up and running.
Do you mind talking a bit about why volunteers are so important to AHS?
So volunteers are an integral part of the healthcare system. They work with the staff and the healthcare professionals to brighten the lives of the patients and residents. So for example, the tuck shop in the Dr. Cook, it just recently reopened after 2 years. And it is a volunteer-run shop that provides treats and personal hygiene items, and the residents can come down and buy this. And I was there on the opening day, and just fantastic to see the residents have that independence to come down to the shop, and the interaction with the volunteers and the socialization that provides. So it's really about brightening people's day, helping find joy, giving back. Lots of great reasons to volunteer.
I'd like to thank you again so much for joining our program today.
I just want to say thank you for having me and look forward to connecting with people who are interested in giving back to the community.